Welcome to Ethics in Action, where we explore how today's leaders rise to meet ethical challenges in their organizations. I'm Alex Monroe, and today's interview focuses on compassionate leadership in times of crisis. With media scrutiny and stakeholder trust on the line, how should ethical leaders respond? Let's find out. Welcome, Tanya Streeter. Tell us about your role as a leader in Acme Advertising. Also, tell us about your leadership ethics.
Thank you. I am the head of human resources at Acme Advertising, where we provide web development, advertising, and product implementation services. As a leader, I am committed to upholding integrity, honesty, and respect. I believe ethical leadership begins with modeling these values to foster trust, collaboration, and accountability across the organization.
Coverage of a major scandal is tarnishing your organization's reputation. Tell us what happened.
Acme Advertising is facing public backlash after news broke of abrupt employee downsizing and internal disorganization tied to a board-mandated restructuring. Internally, morale dropped and trust was damaged. Externally, clients are concerned about service continuity and ethical accountability.
Acme Advertising, that is scandalous. As the head of HR, what leadership theory or theories do you rely on to improve the ethical behavior of your organization's leaders and followers?
Thank you for inviting me. To address this, I've drawn from transformational leadership and servant leadership theories. Transformational leadership focuses on vision, integrity, and inspiring ethical behavior, while servant leadership prioritizes the needs and well-being of employees, creating a people-first culture aligned with long-term success.
At times like these, organizations need leaders who are authentic and inclusive. How do you demonstrate authenticity and inclusivity as a leader? And why are these characteristics important for your specific organization?
Authenticity means being transparent, ethical, and consistent in both words and actions. Inclusivity involves listening to all voices, especially those most affected by change. Lim found that authentic leadership improves well-being and trust, essential in our restructuring. At Acme, I model these values by hosting open forums and implementing anonymous feedback tools so every employee feels heard.
Organization contains small groups or cliques. What is your plan for avoiding the moral pitfalls of small groups?
To avoid moral exclusion and groupthink, we ensure cross-department collaboration and rotate leadership roles in project teams. We also emphasize shared ethical standards. Two key strategies we use are 360-degree feedback for ethical accountability and ethical climate surveys to gauge the cohesion and fairness of a team.
Yes, we launched CAREConnect. Read that you are leading an Ethics of Care initiative. Tell us about that.
Yes, we launched CAREConnect, our branded Ethics of Care initiative. It focuses on communication, accommodation, respect, and empowerment. For example, we created a confidential peer support platform and offered phased return to office options to honor health and personal needs. One HR team member even volunteered to lead a wellness group to support those impacted by the layoffs.
All of that sounds great. Now tell us, what specific actions are you taking to solve the current problem? And what are you doing to prevent anything like this from happening again?
We are restoring trust through transparent communication, coaching managers in ethical leadership, and expanding mindfulness programs like Mindful Culture Collective. We're also using metrics from LIM to monitor well-being and engagement. Going forward, leadership decisions will go through an ethical impact review to ensure fairness and inclusivity.
Thank you for joining. Thank you for having me. While challenge you for joining us today. What concluding comments do you have for us?
Thank you for having me. While challenges remain, I believe Acme's foundation is strong. Through CareConnect, we're not just rebuilding structure, we're rebuilding trust. With care, clarity, and courage, we're becoming a stronger, more ethical organization. Thank you for having me.